Welcome to the stream, everyone. Something weird going on with my mic. That was very weird. Today we're going to be playing some Satisfactory. I took about a 3-week break from Satisfactory, and I started getting the itch to play it again. So, uh, there was a very big thing that I had to figure out, which was train logistics, which I haven't fully figured out yet, but I did figure out a major piece and build it today. And so now I'm like feeling inspired to actually do the rest of the train lines and everything to start moving resources around the world. So once we have this core set of rails set up, we'll have a way to get uh to do pull off train stations at any point in the map that intersects with the four directions that I've gone. And my plan is I'm gonna do an unload, a load and unload with fuel to some of those stations, which will then be connected to truck stops, which will then be running resources back and forth to the train stops for pickup. Um, and yeah, I haven't actually done any of this yet. This is just the picture that I kind of have in my head, but we're gonna get started on that today. Um, so let's get into the game. And I want to listen to some music because it's gonna be a chill day. It's gonna be a nice chill stream. It is chill outside. We got a shitload of snow. I mean, like probably a foot and a half. It's been a lot of snow. Oh my! I updated my stream deck and now all my buttons look different. Where is it? There we go. So I'll show you guys what I did. It took me 7 fucking hours to draw a goddamn circle with rails. 7. The rail system desperately needs a revamp in this game. It is horrible. Compared to every other thing that you can build in this game, the rail system is a giant piece of shit. So, hey, look at that. There comes my train right now. I'll show you guys what it's doing. So, I've got one train set up, and I had to learn how to use block signals and path signals. So basically, I needed fuel to be able to get from where I'm making fuel, which is way over here. I've got this huge fuel factory over here, and I'm making fuel on top of the building that's like right here. So I built some conveyor belts to bring it over to this new train station area. I have that giant road that you're looking at, this one, that goes all the way over there. It's a straight line from where we're standing. So where we're standing right here, it goes all the way over to there. Straight line. So, I had to figure out how I was going to make it so the trains I wouldn't have separate rails for each train, right? I want to have a rail network that's all interconnected because I learned that rails actually they carry electricity. So I was originally going to do this thing where I was going to use the railway, or I was just going to do power poles like this, right? And it is a pain in the ass to do this, but then I found out that railways can actually carry this, and I can create train stations. So all I have to do is put a train station down and then connect power to it, and it gets power from the rails. You were lied to? Yeah, it's for some reason it flipped my my subject line on my my title back. I had already changed it and saved it, and then it reverted back to last night's stream. So I don't know why it did that, but. So here we are. Here is 7 hours of my life that I will never get back. All I wanted to do was build a simple fucking loop. And then have both train lines go into it. So that whatever direction you're hitting from, no matter what, the train can go no matter where it needs to go. So, like, if I wanted to send that train, the North Station train, over to the south side, it could just take the loop. So the loop is important, and without the loop, I have 4 separate trains that can't change. Like, I can't have a train go deliver one thing to somewhere else. I've got to bring it here, move it around, and then drop it off at some other location. So it's a pain in the ass. I hate it. So the idea is, I've got this train network. This big loop interconnects all 4. So this is like center of the map. It's not really center. I got it as close as I could to where I thought was the highest point in the map. I really took the highest point of it. So this is where I think the highest point in the map is. It may not exactly be. I think there's some higher points over here, but they don't really matter. So, yeah, so now we got this train loop working. And I was learning how to do path signals and block signals, because this is very confusing for someone who's never done it before. I learned what the difference was for block signals and path signals. So basically, path signals are for really fancy loops like this. So you put one at each entrance of where people are coming in, or where the trains are coming in, and it'll block off the whole loop as long as the 2 trains won't collide. So if I had one train that was going from this line to that line, and one train that went from this line to that line, they would be able to go at the same time, because the path signals would know that they're not going to collide. It's just basically insurance to make sure that the trains don't collide, because there is collision in the game now. They added that at update 6, I think, or 5, I don't remember. But if 2 trains run into each other, which I did today by accident, they will derail themselves, and then you have to go manually put them back on, and that would cause a lot of problems if that was to happen. So right now, we basically got this giant T, or a plus sign, across the map. And I have a bunch of stuff that I need to start working on. So most of my factories are in the north, because... Whoa, what the hell? That's weird. This is where I started here, so all these factories I've built up to this point are all in there. I haven't really built much else except for where the power plant is, which I'm going to go over there in a minute to really show that. But I've been setting up some nuclear stuff a little bit. I haven't turned any of it on because I don't have the power plant, the processing plant for nuclear waste set up yet, but I have a decent idea of what I need to do. So this is what a train does. So path signal said, okay, it's good. It's given a green check, and then it lets it in, and then it says it's blocked, and so you're good. You made the path. Go back. So there it is. There's the train loop that took me 7 fucking hours to build. So now the fun thing begins, is that I have 3 more sides that need to go to places elsewhere other than north. The good thing is north was the longest train line by far. So we're going to build these out today, and maybe put a train line on the end of both of them. So we're going to try and put like 1 station over on each one, and then we'll build it out. The hell. Sometimes it decides it wants to build that, and sometimes it doesn't. Ah, the invention of the train. Sign of real progress. The train is going to be big time infrastructure. Like, having this train, or trains, because now, the way I've set this up, I can run as many trains as I want, as long as I don't have any collisions. This will be a big deal, because I'll be able to move stuff all over the map. Like, this is the thing that I've been missing and I've been putting off doing, even though I knew I had to do it. I knew it was coming. And I've been putting it off for so long. Why is it doing that? Fucking just make... I don't want an intersection. What the fuck? I don't know what it's doing. I definitely think that the most janky thing in this game is railways. Like, this is absolutely horrible. This is part of the reason that this is just a straight line, because building anything other than a straight line is horrible. I don't even know how Adam did what he did with having to build that. I mean, he was clipping a lot too, but that's still, it must have taken like an immense amount of patience to be able to build what he built. We can probably get most of the railway built tonight. The main railway, anyway. Once I have this set up, then I can start throwing train stations in places. And it's good, though, because, like, if I want to, like, build, like, say I wanted a power grid to come off here, I could just build an offshoot like it did on the other side over there, and chain power off of it, and then I've got a stop that the train can pick up with. Trying to do this with no clipping through stuff. I set these platforms up so long ago, and I'm finally using them. This is, I think, the second longest one to do. What I should be doing, I should bring all of my stuff with me to build hypertube cannons, because I can at least get the hypertube cannons up and running. I'm gonna need a bunch of them. I'm glad I did the hardest one of the builds first, to figure out all the logistics and stuff. Well, I'm not saying all the logistics are figured out, but a good amount of them are. Eventually, I want to take these platforms away and make them actually look like train lines. For now, I need the platforms because I haven't exactly figured out if I'm going to need, like, conveyor belts running under them or that kind of stuff. So I kind of want to wait until I have a good system for moving materials around on the map before I completely delete this and start building. I want to use, like, the iron frameworks to make like what you would typically see on a train line, you know, like it's I think it's under architecture. Yeah, like do frame foundations like this and do them vertically, so it'll kind of look like a legitimate train tower. but we'll see. I'll get there eventually. I mean, the good thing is, my addiction to this game it didn't die out at all, like at all, but I've got it under control to the point where I can play a little bit. I don't have to do everything at once. I'm just doing stuff as I need to, and there is no rush. There's no timer at all. All I have to do is just build this. I just gotta build. That's all. It's gonna be chill. We're gonna build. That's what we're doing tonight. We're gonna chill build. Eventually, I think what I'm gonna do is once I figure out like a good standard way of doing the logistics in the game, I think I'm gonna start min-maxing every single factory that I build, because I like you know, building that stuff. It's really fun for me to figure out. It's my favorite part about this game, is figuring out what nodes need to go into which factory, and how these are gonna transport their materials over to the next factory and all that stuff. So there's a lot of stuff to figure out like that in this game, just because like the further you go into the trees of building stuff, the more complicated the builds get. So like the nuclear power plant was really the perfect example. Is like, the nuclear power plant is so fucking complicated, but I fucking did it. I fucking figured it out. It felt really good after I figured out all the details and I actually built it. I mean, like, look at that thing. It's fucking huge. I mean, obviously it's not pretty yet, but it doesn't have to be. It's doing its job. It's making uranium fuel rods. That was the goal, was make uranium fuel rods enough to power 20 fucking nuclear power plants. So, ah shit, that was wrong. I'm gonna have to destroy my hypertube. Sad. The good news is, with this, I can redo my power, because there will be no reason to have power poles everywhere now. Ah, yes, that good, tasty radiation. My favorite. So you guys can see I'm starting to set up the platforms for the nuclear power plants. So the big thing that I did, last weekend, I went through, and if you notice, it looks awfully bare here, right? Well, that's because on the ground level and almost everything outside of these trees right here, I haven't done anything with these trees yet. I destroyed every single fucking tree in this entire biome. There were, like, over 500 trees. There had to be. I didn't keep count, but I had, like, 150,000 leaves after I finished. I've been turning all of them into biofuel at the original base because I've been storing all that shit, and I was like, oh my god, I'm running out of space to store all these leaves. And so I ended up building biofuel because my chainsaw was almost out of fuel, and I was on the last of the biofuel that we had made from the original run of the first base when we were running on biofuel, when Adam had made the biofuel power plant. So yeah, it was fun. But now we got lots and lots of there we go. See, building this kind of rail is not bad. I figured it'd be a good idea to set up the train network because if we do this, there's a chance that I won't have to worry so much about building the stuff I need for the nuclear waste processing plant here, and I can import stuff from other factories, and that would be nice. I think I still may build it with the current way I was going to do it, which was using the leftover resources that are not being used in the first nuclear plant in the uranium fuel rod, because I made way more than I needed on purpose because I knew I was going to need it for this next build. I just hadn't figured out the math for all that. But to make the next nuclear processing plant for the waste, we basically have to... I'm going to build it over there somewhere. I don't know yet where, but that's part of the reason I cleared out all these trees. Is we're going to do all of the builds with what we have left over from the other factory. Hey, Craigie. The trains need more cannons. Yeah, there's no cannons in this, except for the hypertube cannon, if you want to consider that one. I wish there were cannons, that'd be sweet. Oh man, we almost got our first line done. What the fuck? Why can this not... What the fuck? Oh, I made this 8M? What the fuck? Why did I do that? I gotta redo this. Cannons for fighting scurvy sea dogs. Yeah, it was nice having a good break from the insanity that was Satisfactory for a while. I think I'm gonna go like 2 more down. So I'm gonna put the train stop at the end of this. Can I go down 1 more? Yeah, 1 more. Then we go to... This would be nice. I'll have a stop here for like the fuel generator plant too. Then I can also, if I wanted to, set up roads here, and I can run the extra resources here over. Like this is gonna allow me to get fuel over here, which is gonna be. I need packaged fuel in order to use the trucks properly, so that will be a very big deal. This whole thing, building this train line is going to unlock a whole lot of options that I didn't have available before. I can be way more flexible with where I get materials. Shit. How was Destiny, Craigie? It's so customizable. Are you talking about Destiny, or are you talking about Satisfactory? Did a very hard solo dungeon for the first time. Nice. Alright, so we've got our water collectors. The slight variations on track placement. Yeah, and it's part of the reason that placing these fucking tracks sucks. Okay, so where are we going? So let's talk about my vision for this zone, because we got a lot of shit to do here. So this entire fuel plant was built for the sole purpose of fueling these generators, which these generators, should there ever be a nuclear meltdown, I can use this to kickstart and get the uranium factories running, or getting the fuel factory running again for uranium fuel rods. That means that I can't really do much else with this. I just need to basically seal these buildings off, make them pretty, and then these two are just going to sit here. But the good news is that this is the first maxed factory. Well, not the first. Technically, that one is. This is the first maxed crude oil facility that we've made. There is no more output that this thing can have. It's fully overclocked. Everything that's in there, it's the worst one because it's impure nodes. All of these are impure nodes. So it doesn't really have that much oil, but it is maxed for that node. So the good thing is, in the event of a nuclear meltdown, I can go turn off all the factories by hand, turn on the uranium fuel rod factory, fix whatever's wrong with it, and then this will be on because it'll have power because it's generating enough to fuel itself plus the other factory over there. So I'm just doing it as I would really rather not have a meltdown cause my entire grid to fail and then not be able to restart it easily. So yeah, that's gonna be great fun. So anyway, here we are. Do meltdowns happen often? I don't know yet. I've never run nuclear power, but the scope of this game gives me anxiety. Yeah. it's quite large. So let's talk about the other issue that I discovered. So I've got these nice rail lines now, right? I did not realize that the way radiation works in this game is the more you concentrate an amount of radiation, the more it spreads out. And it takes... Oh, you little fuck. Look at that. The rail didn't snap in the way it was supposed to. So as you can see here, you see all that lime green over there? That is uranium fuel cells. And me and my infinite wisdom decided to build uranium fuel rods and store them at the top. I did not realize that this meant that the radiation that's being given off from that point is getting quite large. So you can see I'm standing this far away and I have radiation, which means that if I don't have a hazmat suit on, I can die just by walking over near this. Like, if I get closer than, like, I don't know. You can see it just keeps ticking up the closer we get. And if you look at my filter draining there, that's underneath where my my music is, the one right here. You see it ticks down. Those filters tick down. But if I get really close, watch how fast this shit starts going down. Like when I get close to the storage, look at this. I'm standing next to a container that's completely full of uranium. Like this whole thing is uranium fuel rods. Look at how fast that's draining. It's crazy. As much as I love building stuff, this game would be too much for me. It's definitely yeah, it's not for everybody. How did you put them there without dying? Well, I built the entire factory before I brought uranium in. Uranium was the last hookup that I did because the uranium that I'm mining is coming out of a cave that's under that waterfall there. So it basically comes up the side and then does everything. So I have everything being built. All the factory stuff's coming up into this. And then the very last thing I did after I made sure everything was working was plug in uranium, and then it started making me fuel rods. So this was not irradiated when I built it. Now it is, though. Did this snap? I feel like that's not hooked in. Maybe it is. That always look like that? Am I crazy? Okay, yeah, that's always the way it's supposed to look. Yeah, that's what I figured. Good, yeah. So what I did was I stopped the production so that the radiation wouldn't get any worse by disconnecting the one. There's a hookup right here between this container and all these other containers. They're all hooked to each other, like in this big chain, so they go like this. So right now, the uranium fuel rods are filled up to about here. So all these containers here are filled with uranium fuel rods. So yeah. Anyway, the idea is eventually I won't need all those storage containers. I just wanted it to run. But that was before I knew about the storage, right? The radiation problem. So I started trying to figure out what I wanted the nuclear power plants to look like. So I started building this platform. This platform is going to keep extending this direction, and with the amount of uranium fuel rods that I'm making, I can run 24 power plants at full capacity, which means there's a ton of logistical work to do this, right? So if this factory is running at 100% efficiency, which it's designed to do, all of those all of these power plants that I'm going to build will also be at full efficiency. And each one of these is going to require 600 water apiece, which means that I have to pipe 24 pipes full of water from that big open area over there where all the water is. So we're going to have this giant cluster of pipes that's going to have to come all the way from there over to here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably make this the end and then start building out that way, because there's going to be that's a lot of pipes to do. I don't know what I want the building to look like yet. I just was trying to get like an idea of how massive these things are. I mean, look at the size of these fucking things. They're huge. But they're really cool looking when they're actually working. I saw it. It like grabs a uranium fuel rod and puts it in there, and you see it, you know. How can one singular person destroy a whole environment? That is kind of the point of this game. I absolutely destroyed the environment. Normally I've been trying not to destroy too much of the environment, you know, but with the exception of this biome, because fuck this biome. You see here, you can't see shit. It was full of trees. It's full of spiders, radioactive spiders, that tried to kill me over and over, and successfully did kill me a few times while I was trying to clean all this shit out. So I had no mercy when it came to this place. But yeah, so I'm basically gonna drop. I've already got like a little drop there for the uranium fuel rods to come off the top. So they'll come down here, and then I'll start feeding them into all of these, whatever the configuration of 24 of these things look like. We'll have the water pipes coming in, dropping into each of these. That's going to be a challenge in itself, just because I've never had to run 24. Like, the most I've ever had to run at once is like 4 water pipes. So this is going to be 24 water pipes in order to do this. Lavender Town, yep. I have honestly no idea how I'm gonna pull this off. But the good news is we can just keep going that way, and we're good. No, the water won't run dry. Nope. It's all based on water extractors. None of the resources in this game run out. You can't overmine or anything, so that's one good thing, because that would be crazy. You would build like a huge factory, and then it would just run out of resources. You'd have to go find more. I'm glad they did it that way, though, because then you can really work on the automation piece, which is my favorite part of this game. So, yeah, you see how close I am? I'm getting closer. Nuclear fuel rods. So yeah, so as for the next part, I have to build the nuclear waste processing facility before I turn these on, or build the rest of it. I need to build the processing plant before I do this. So in order to do that, I've got to build so much shit. Like, I need a way to get, I need sulfuric acid, I need nitric acid, which I've never done before. Luckily there's a nitrogen node like over there somewhere that I can pull in here. There is I need to make heat sinks. I need to make electromagnetic control rods. I need to make something else. Steel beams. But the good news is that some of the materials I need to do all that stuff are in this facility, and I just need to get them out. So we're gonna probably end up building some roads in the swamp. We already have these conveyor belts, so I kind of wish I had built above higher than I did, because then I could have a tunnel through the already existing roads for this and be able to do a tunnel that I can drive through. So then I could, get a truck, do the path, and automate it, and then it'll just drop off the materials back and forth. So can't you redo them? It doesn't look like too much. It looks tiny. Hang on, I'll show you. This looks small, but it was not easy. This is actually, each one of these conveyor belts, I stacked them. So you see, right here there's 4, right? But I had to figure out how to merge all of these in. So now you see, as they get merged in, they get taller, and I'm grouping them by the types of resources they are, and then they all get fed into this building here, which is building all the big stuff, right? So yeah. Okay, that's a lot. Yeah. It didn't look like a lot because I wasn't next to it. But all of it, just to give you an idea of how much effort it is to do this, all of those were done by hand, by me. I did everything that you see that's built was hand done by me. I didn't use templates or anything. I used my hands to build all of this, which is extremely satisfying when you get to turn it on, I love that part of the game. Like, you figure it all out, you put it in your head, you figure out what you want it to look like, and then you build it. You could have a tunnel next to them. True. See, I'm not sure yet what I want it to look like. I kind of did it this way just to have some easy, an easy way to run all these lines and stuff, because I wasn't sure what this was going to look like. I also hate running conveyor belts on regular ground. I like having them on foundations. Oh, the other thing, I don't think I've shown this on stream yet, but you see all this? This is all batteries. I built a humongous battery farm under this, and currently, if we were running full capacity, I could run the entire factory, all the infrastructure that I have built, everything at full blast for an hour with this amount of batteries. With no power. Like, I could shut off all the power, and there would be an hour of time that we could, you know, not have it running. So my idea, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do kind of a similar thing over there. Only 1 hour. That's a lot of storage. Like, that's a lot of megawatts. Because right now I need 22,000 megawatts in order to run all my factories. We're only currently using about 8,000, and I shut down some of the other power generation stuff over on the other side of the world because I needed to take half of that fuel that I was making. Instead of putting it into the power facility there, I took half of it, and I'm now packaging it so that we have gas, so that we can get it across the world, so that I can start using trucks everywhere to move things like inside of a biome. So like I'll have a loop of trucks that can go between all the factories that are in here that need things shared. And it's especially prominent in this biome because of the way I built that factory over there. We're gonna have trucks moving back and forth. And if that is the case, there may be a good way that I could get rid of all of this conveyor belt stuff and replace it with trucks if we make roads. It's an option. I don't know. How spread out are you? How big is the planet? So this is the entire world. This is everything, right? So what I just walked through, you saw, was about... So here's the power plant, right? Uranium power plant that I was at. So the little path that I was on is about that far. When I walked here and I was building those rails, I built them from here to where I'm standing now. So if that gives you an idea, that whole time I was building all those rails, that's about half of the width of the world. It takes a good while to get around it. It's a pretty big world. And the best part is, there are so many nodes that we haven't touched. This is the original starting area for like brand new players. I haven't even barely touched anything there. Actually, I have touched nothing there. All of these nodes, not touched at all. But there are a ton of nodes here, all throughout this whole area. So I can start building factories here. I just need to build the rail system for it. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be fun though. So I have to think about this. I'm coming into the loop. The on-ramp is always on the right, onto the loop. So on the right side, I want to unload here. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a train station. Here. Anxiety. Yeah, I had that too. I had what they call it? They call it paralysis in the in the community. You get too anxious about what you have to do, you know. So I'm starting off with small train stations because I I shouldn't need too much yet, but I'm going to make it so I can expand them. So the train station is going to be going this direction. I want it to be, say, here. Is that going to fit? Look at that. That was fucking perfect. Cool. Now I need a freight platform to tie that to. And then we need to delete this and this. See if I can get that to go in. No. We may need to scoot this back a little bit. It's too close to the edge. This is the best thing about this, about the way I'm doing this is I'm trying to position everything so it can be expanded later. I made that mistake with my first couple of factories. Well, actually, all of the existing factories right now, I regret the way I built them because I didn't have Mark III miners unlocked, and now sadness. I have to basically, if I want to min-max everything, I have to rebuild them all basically from scratch. So that makes me sad, but it's okay. I'll get over it. All right, let's see if that'll work. Boom. No. Well, you didn't know. That's true. All right, we gotta adjust the length of this track. Rails are so bad. Let's see if this works. Okay. I can live with that. Okay, freight platform, we want it to face that direction. And now we need this to keep going. I did learn how to make a 90-degree angle now, though, which is good. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is the frustrating thing. This is the nightmare. This is why it took me 7 fucking hours to build the train loop. Okay, I think we're gonna. Yeah, it says the track is too sharp. Well, we can try doing it this way. Sometimes it decides that it's okay. Nope. I may need to scoot. I do need to scoot this over one more, unfortunately. This is why I'm saying they need to redo the rail system in this. It's so bad. It's so fucking bad. I don't know how everything else could be so good in this game, like building wise, and this system be so fucking bad. All right, let me count here. 1, 2, 3. So we should be able to put it like here. No, you can't do that. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1. Come on, game. Fuck. head count here. Oh, that's only 2.5. Fuck, might not be able to do that either. Might need to go over another one. See, like, it makes no sense that I should have to have such a pain in the ass. One day I will figure out the trick. It is not today, though. Maybe I can, maybe we do it this way. See if I can get it. Oh yeah, there we go, there we go. Yes! Yes! That'll work. Cool. Alright, now we just need to get this connected. Again. Ooh, that's awfully sharp. Actually, I might have enough room now that I can bring it all the way down. Like this. Let's see. What are you doing? Let's do this. Do it here. This comes down to here. Then this goes to there. Much better. Look at that. That's sexy. Alright. So this thing should have power, because... Wait, what the fuck? Why does it not have power? East Station. Why would this not have power? There must be a break in the line. So we gotta go check the track. So this is gonna be set to load, which it is. We'll do a test with this. Let's put a bag of concrete in here. So we're gonna go look to see if there's any breaks in the rails. There must be, because this doesn't have power. That means both of them are broken at some point. Maybe we'll use our little truck. This should be faster than walking. Doing some tricks. I don't see any breaks in the lines. Yet. This is like that Austin Powers. Get out of this. Okay. Almost broke it again. I also destroyed my hypertube cannon over here, so... I don't know where we could possibly have a break in the line that happened on both of them. That makes no sense. I could put a train down, I guess. I see no brakes. Are the tracks not properly connected to one another? That is possible, but I'll have to take a train to see if that's the case. It more than likely did happen. I mean, it happens all the time with conveyor belts. Like, you see it, it looks like it's connected, and then when the items are on it, it'll just stop at one of the brakes, and it won't. You have to go rebuild the other side of it, and it works. Oh, hang on. There's our brake. Don't know how that happened. There's one of the brakes. I'm thinking that there was another one up here too, because the only way we wouldn't have had power at that station is if both lines were broken. Because they were separated. I didn't see any brakes on that side, though. Alright, time to test the track, I guess. Where's our train? Here's what we'll do. We're gonna run the tracks here. Oh shit. Oh, this isn't gonna work. No, go back. Go back. Alright, I fucked up. Hang on, let me fix these switches. This only works if you're on auto mode. It'll change these automatically, the switches on the track. Okay, so now I should be able to do it the way I intended. What the fuck is it doing? There we go. It wasn't holding forward for some reason. Okay, so now all the switches have been toggled properly. We'll go through this. Now it'll take us down this track. So if the train randomly just stops, we will know that it is broken. There it is! Would you look at that? We found the brake. I was right. There could be multiple brakes like that in here. So if that was the two brakes, then we should have power at the station now, which will be good because then I can get rid of a significant amount of power cabling and stuff that I put up because I didn't know about the whole rails carry power thing. That would have been very nice to know. Do I get radiation when I'm in the... Oh, the train is shielded from radiation. That's kind of nice. We're going too fast! Oh, God! Ugh, slow down, train. Wow, it's so fast. Alright, so that does that. Okay, what the fuck? What is it doing? Alright, do we have power on this thing now? Let's see. I think we do. Yeah. Alright, so that fixed it. Yeah, so 6, 7, okay. Alright, so let's head back. That takes care of this one. Two legs out of 4 finished. And the best thing is, now that I know how path signals and block signals work, I could take a branch off of any of the lines here. I can take a branch off, veer it off, and we can put another train on there to start delivering things to the same station. Like, however we want to do it. The world is our oyster. Thing's going 120 miles an hour. That's pretty damn fast. The factory cart can only go 55. I think I hit like 250 going downhill. The good thing is these trains actually generate power too. They have regenerative braking. I messed up the block signal. Interesting. The path signal, why is it saying that? It's because there is a station. Oh, fuck. The signal loops itself. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. I think this will fix it. We need to make this a block. Yeah, okay, so as soon as I blocked this, the train was allowed to go again, because now it's got proper block signals. Now it needs, so yeah, it waits for a path reservation to come in. So when the train pulls up, the train tells I need to get to this path, and then this whole circle now thinks, okay, is that whole path that he's requesting clear? If it is, then let him through. If not, you wait until it is clear, and then we'll do that. So that way I can do, yeah, I can move the trains around the way I want. Alright, so that takes care of that one. On to the next. I'm trying to remember which one's longer. That one's pretty fucking long, but so is this one. Actually, I think that is the shortest one, so we'll do that one last. Oh boy, the train is gonna really pick up some speed going downhill on this one. I bet the thing hits like 300 fucking miles an hour going downhill here. Oh my god, yeah, this is gonna be... Woo! Gonna take a while to bring stuff back, though. Gonna be slow climbing that hill. Look at it, it's beautiful. I love that this biome looks so cool. I mean, it's really green and pretty, but then it has just such shitty nodes in it. It's horrible. For those of you that have watched my other playthrough of this game, you will recognize this little patch of stuff here. I made my coal generator plant right there. This time I'll make a train to take me back. This is definitely an interesting challenge for a build. Like, there was a lot of learning that needed to go into getting to this point about the game mechanics and stuff. I'm just happy to finally be setting this up. I've been putting this off for like a month and a half. I've had this shit unlocked for more than that. I mean, we got trains unlocked a long time ago, but man, our first implementation of it was bad. I mean, it was good for the first attempt, but there was so much more that could be done. I feel like I'm coming home because I spent so much time in this biome before. My other save file, I spent so many hours here. It's okay, now there's no reason to ever touch that save file again. I think honestly, if I was going to play this again, I would probably just do all the unlocks. I don't know. Maybe when the new update comes out, I'll start over, because it would be fun knowing all the things that I know now to play this all again. Because I would be able to like fucking destroy the game. Like I destroyed the game even knowing what I knew when we started on this server, like up to a certain point in the tiers. absolutely destroyed everything because it was so easy. Like I already knew exactly how the most efficient way to do things were with the resources that I had at the time. Now I know not to overbuild until you get to the last tier of unlocks. Which I should have done that to begin with, but whatever, you know. Live and learn, baby. I'm debating if I want to put the station off to the side here. I would lose one iron node. Well, not lose, but whatever. It's fine. Oh my, a tree. It must be destroyed. Oh shit. This is the starter area, bitch. Do you really think you can kill me? I am your god. A fucking bat? I've never seen a bat in this game before. It's very interesting. I'm gonna destroy this tree too, because fuck trees. Okay, let's get our station built. Okay, yep. With this direction. Right platform. Want the sides to be off like that. We may need some more runway here. Yep. Alright. Up 3. Over 3. Come on, game. Really? So annoying. Okay, I gotta move the track. I gotta move the station over 1. What am I doing? Looking for the fucking transport. Truck station. Nope, train station. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we had that against that one. Train station, we'll put it against here. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. All right. Now let's bring this thing down a little bit. Really? Too sharp? Will not fucking build. Just build. There we go. How? How is that possible? Got to build a freight platform on this. Well, hopefully this will still connect. Nope, of course not. Because why would it? Let's scoot this up. Alright, let's make sure this can still connect, which it probably can't. Of course not, because fuck you, that's why. How the fuck does that not connect? Really? How? How does that not connect? See, this is the annoying thing about this fucking rail system. Like, that should connect. There's no reason that shouldn't connect. This is why it takes so long to build rails. I think I can do it if I... No, never mind. Maybe if I do it this way. Too sharp. Too sharp no matter what I do. What's this? 1, 2, 3. I can't really do anything else unless I move the stuff back a little bit. I guess that's what I gotta do. Let's put the new one... One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Two, 3, 1, 2. All right, now can I do this? Yes. No. Hey, there we go. Just had to scoot it back a little bit, and we're good. Do we have power on this thing? I don't remember where the power light is. Where the fuck is the power? Is it on the bottom there? There it is. Yes, we got power. Good. All right, let's build one more platform on this side. Don't want this thing hanging off too bad. That's good. This can go. Clean this up a little bit. All right, that looks good. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We're going to name this station... What is this? South? South Station. So we've got power, so we know that's good. We're going to put a train here so we can get back fast. All right, here we go. Let's test the track. We already have a break. There we go. I don't want to listen to that song right now. I want to see how fast... Still going 100 miles an hour uphill, and this is a huge incline. That's very good. That's very, very good. Cool. All right. So that's another track down. None of the other ones have any errors. It's because this one's not a closed loop. All right, let's do this. Last one. And it's the shortest one. Not only are we pulling a train line for the whole fucking place, we're also pulling power to grid areas that we have never had before. This is going to be very, very good for future expansion. Nope. I don't know why it puts a split signal in there sometimes. Just randomly, whenever it feels like it. Lozex is this factory using exploited labor, asking for a friend. It's using 0 labor except for my own. It's all robots. Unless you consider robots possible abused labor. This one errored out for some reason. Let's see. How's it going, Duck? No! Stop building that. There we go. This is just the kind of stream I needed. Like, we're just gonna have a chill stream. We're gonna build some shit. And this is a pretty major milestone on the build, too. Like, having this part of this done is gonna be... Well, not done. This is the first iteration of it. There will be many changes that will happen in the next couple of... as I build more factories, I'm going to have to keep adapting the rail line to keep up with it. But it will be progress. This is the thing I was dreading doing, so now it's going to be out of the way. Just because I knew how monumental of a task it was going to be, because I knew how big the world was. Hey, Soak, how's it going? What is new? The fuck? That was weird. Contemplating on buying WWE 2K23. Nice. Did it come out? When did it come out? Ooh, this is a long one. Look at that. Friday, but you can play today with Deluxe. Nice. Ah, if only I watched WWE more. I might be tempted to buy it. I don't even know if I'm gonna get Fight Forever. Like, maybe if it legitimately has, as long as it legitimately feels like No Mercy used to, I might buy it. We'll see. I just play for the legends. What are the legends? I don't know what that is in the game. Or are you talking about WWE legends? Like, are there certain wrestlers that you have to get unlocked? All the old school wrestlers, okay. Gotcha. Who's your favorite old school wrestler to play as in those games? Bret Hart or Stone Cold. Oh god, Stone Cold's considered a legend now? The fuck, man? I'm old. This is like when you hear that classic rock is now like Nirvana, you know? It's like, fuck. Yep, so am I. You feel the pain too. I'm 45. Huh. You're not that much older than me. I'm 37, so... yeah, let's build our station here. Fuck. God, I fucking hate these things. Yeah, stick around here. You're all gonna die from poison. Yeah, see what you get? I'm older, but not by much. Oh, it's a big boy. Look at him. I think I got this hard drive already. Oh, shit. Look at this. We got lots of company. Pretty blue plasma spitters and everything. Oh, maybe I didn't get this one. Oh, wow. I didn't. Work call. This can't be good. Be right back. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's probably not a good sign to get a work call this late. Wait, that said computer, but it looked like a circuit board. What? Somebody fucked up. Okay, so right side is in. Let's give it 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. My work is banned from calling me. I won't answer anyway. That is a good way to do it. I only answer my work phone if I am on call. That is the only reason. And that's my work phone. Now I actually have a separate work phone, so that's good. Time to chop down some trees. I think it was just the one that was sticking up, right? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's start there and see if that works. Oh, it's doing the same thing again. Alright, a little further back. I use those little conveyor belts as markers. Damn it. I had it. Boom. That was much faster than last time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wish these train stations didn't have to be so fucking big. Loading station. Hey, Major Tom, how's it going? Yep, it's the loading station. As long as I get it in the right spot. And then we're gonna have a freight platform. And we're gonna need to build more platforms over here. Gotta build 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should do it. And we'll put another edge here, because... Okay, so now, let's get this. What's this look like default? Let's see how bad it is. Yeah, okay, that's fine. This is the poison station, apparently. Okay, we do have power. Nice. This is gonna be... Are we the west? West station. Oh yeah, my map is buggy. Interesting. That kind of sucks. Oh wow, yeah, it is stacking all the icons in the middle. That sucks. All right, so if we have power, that means at least one of the tracks is good. So let's throw a train down. Can I please select the train? We'll test out this track, see if everything's working. Another long climb. What are you doing, game? Come on. Oh, the track looks good. Ah ha ha. I said too early. Build. There we go. All right, now that we got this done, that means that we can really test this out. So what I want to do is I'm hoping that the train is on its way over right now. So I'm going to just use the north train for this, but I want to... Let's have it go to South Station. I want to see... It should stop here, and then we'll ride the train and make sure the loop works the way we want it to. And then if that works, we'll put down another train. Actually, we can go ahead and do that now. Why don't I do that now? Let's put a train down. I'll open up the train menu. We'll use this as a test train. And we're going to do a timetable. And we're going to send this one to East Station and West Station. Save, turn on self-driving. Done. Here comes... Oh, interesting. Cool, the block path worked. It knew that there was a train here, so it didn't let that one in. Look at that! Look at it! It's beautiful! It lives! There it goes. Okay, so now if this works, this should go to South Station. Which it should. See no reason why not. We're gonna hitch a ride because I wanna watch this work. Alright, path signal test number 1. Yes, your path is clear. You may continue. It only blocked off these two. What's it doing? Was that supposed to be its next stop? Well, okay. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's go... Well, let's remove North Station. Next stop is unreachable. Okay, there's an issue with the South Station. Then... We'll let it do its thing. The good thing is we've got plenty of room to expand out each of the each of the train stations for as many cars as we need, and I don't think there's a limit on how many cars we can put on each train. Obviously, that gives some problems for the length of the train for certain parts, but we'll deal with that when we need to. Too many trees, yeah. There's a lot of trees to deal with. There's definitely a broken track. While this is doing this, I can remove these block signals. I don't need those on this one. So this is my fueling station. You see, I've got that long orange line that you see. That's all coming up here. Station unreachable. What the fuck does it mean? No. We're supposed to go south. We're supposed to go to... Oh. There we go. Just had to stop the self-service stuff. Alright, so we're headed back to Central Station. What I'll do is I'll hop out of this train. I'll let this thing keep going on its loop. I'll make another train. We'll go to South Station, figure out where the break in the line is, and then fix that one. The other train is testing the other two routes. So right now it's... where is it? No, it's already... okay, so it just cleared all of the east and west stuff. So if there was a break in either of these sides, we would know. So the only thing that's left now is the South Station. Look at my beautiful factories that I'm going to destroy eventually. I can also get rid of that train line too now. I haven't cleaned up. I haven't done a lot of cleanup on some of this stuff just because I've been focusing on other stuff. I've debated whether I want to put unloading stations here. You know, I could just do another branch. There's all kinds of stuff. There's so many options now that I understand how this works. There's... Shit, I could even, like... Look at that train go. Damn. Speedy. Things are starting to get a little more laggy now, though. Once this train's out, I'll build another one. Wait, what's wrong now? What the fuck do you mean? Oh. It was still trying to go to south. I know south is broken. What the fuck is it doing? Oh, there it goes. It was just taking a little while. The fuck? I was almost destroyed by a train. I should be dead. New game, what's this? Good question. How's it going, Tech? I gotta switch it manually because I'm driving. We're testing the new train line. Oh yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see where this break is. I hope it's soon. I'm doing well. I built many a thing. Oh, I think I see our problem. There's the break. Oh god, I almost fell off. That made my heart jump into my throat. You'll be happy to know, as I was installing games on my new PC, I found out I have this game in my library. You have Satisfactory in there? Are you ever going to play it? Or have you watched me play it too much? You feel like you've already played it, because I've streamed it so much. Apparently one too many Humble Bundles. Yep, there's our problem. Oh, man, we gotta do 2 tracks. And dear God, my social life can't take a hit this big yet. Yes. Luckily, I don't have much of a social life, so I can just play Satisfactory. Okay, cool. So now we've got that. I'm thinking that was our problem. Let's see if that is the case. I just can't afford to completely destroy it. It's on life support, yeah. How did I not see that huge break? I mean, that was a huge break in the line. Like, we're just having a blast riding trains today. You missed all the building part, Tech. Turned into Roller Coaster Tycoon. Yeah, it really did. Oh, here we go. Oh, our speed is dropping a lot. That's very interesting. That's going to require some reconfiguration, I think. That's going to be really tricky to fix. Okay, so I want to see how much speed we lose here. So we hit 120. Was that a bug? I don't think it was registering that I was holding forward. Me meaning to ask, how did you like the Dead Cells update? I like it so far. I've done like 3 runs and I beat Death. I haven't done a run where I've gotten to Clock Tower to be able to go to the second DLC area. Oh my god, I was just worried I was gonna have to rebuild all that shit. Luckily, I did not. So I've been playing it a little bit off stream. it's clipping for some reason. It's really strange. Oh, I know what it is. Much better. Okay, cool. So we have completed tracks now. Now we should be able to do trains north-south, east-west. We can do one train that goes all 4 stops, or all 5 stops. So that leads me to figure out what I want to do with this. This was technically a test station to see, but it's only accessible. I originally wanted this station to be in the middle. I don't think I have enough room to do that, though. And I wouldn't want it in the middle of this circle anyway, to make it even harder to do the fucking signaling. You've broken the matrix. Yeah, I definitely did something. Let's actually run a test, though. Let's see. We'll edit timetable for North Station, edit, let's add South Station in. So it goes North Station, Central Station, South Station, and then Central Station again. Save. Oh wait. It's not going to be able to hit South Station. Oh wow, that's going to be... Ooh, this introduces a whole new thing I didn't even think about. The lights. Yes, exactly. So I have this nice pretty train loop now. And that's all well and good. But now the problem is, say I'm coming back from South Station, unless I put a Central Station South over on this side, I'm not going to have anywhere to drop off to. But what I would really like is to have a giant Central Station rail, a huge station. This would be like the central one that would unload everything here. The problem is doing that is going to be very difficult because I built this here. Don't really have room for that, and if I was going to have to do that, I'm going to have to bring the trains upwards. Which would be nice, but... Alright, here's the test. Let's see if this works. We're trying to go north to south. North to central to south. After that train finishes unloading, we're going to watch it do its thing. Sounds like a math problem I greatly wanted to avoid in high school. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Path signal accepted. So path signal should send it south. If you're right, you're going, yes! Yes! Also, I see blocks now that I must destroy. Which ones? Which ones are you talking about? You talking about the ones over there? Oh, Beat Saber. Yeah, those blocks too. There's lots of blocks in this too. So my original feel for this build was going to be a giant skyscraper, right? And I was going to make it cool. I was going to make it interesting to look at least. And not just not a block. I was playing around with the architecture a little bit to try and build something, make it, like, look cool. doing some patterns with the walls to see if I can make it more interesting. There's still a lot of stuff I've got to learn about this, but seeing what other people have done kind of helps a lot. Basically like happy PTSD, if there is such a thing. I would say there is. So now we got to figure out what to do with this space, because one, I have to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with the station unloading problem. Maybe I just... No, I can't do that. It's going to be too much. I need a place for it to unload specific items. This gets us to the four corners of the map now. I can put stations wherever I need to unload stuff. The problem is, no matter what size train we use, it has to have enough platforms on it to be able to do that. Hey, there it goes. Sweet, now it goes in... Yeah, I feel like I need to do something here. Need to build a Death Star now. Yeah, I mean, this pretty much is a Death Star at this point. This what you're looking at right now within this area. This took me 7 fucking hours to build this, because it's such a pain in the ass to build with rails in this game. 7 hours to build a goddamn circle. This, because you have to place the rails in a very specific way. They won't lock on unless they're set a very specific way. They won't connect unless they're exactly where they need to be. And then on top of that, each of these connecting in rails also needs to be correctly configured. And then the block signals on top of that, and the path signals are all fun too. If I could build a way for... Basically, I need a... The trains are always going to be going in a loop like this. If I could do one more branch off of this, like... Where could I do it? Like here? No, that didn't latch onto the right thing. Why the fuck won't you build? Will this actually work? Interesting. We have this nice pretty circle that we can use now. We basically need a way for anything that's in the circle to pull off and get to an unloading station, which we technically have kind of with that. It's just that that's on the inside loading one, and then there's no way to get, like, in order to turn around, you can't turn around on this. It's need a way for this to turn around. How am I gonna do this? My brain. Well, it looks like the good thing is the path and the block signals are working as intended. Like, I did not expect that to actually work tonight, because I was, oh god, I was struggling with this today, trying to get this shit to work. I'm just happy that the train circle is good. This is a very large step in the right direction for my build. I think I need to think about this some more and figure out what I want to do. But now we have trains running, which is good. What I should do is try to figure out how I'm going to do the fuel, getting the fuel to each of these places. Maybe we'll have biome train stations. Maybe that's what we'll do. Like, we have the central ones that do big moves between worlds. Like, let's say I'm building screws over here, and I need screws over here. I would put those screws on a truck. The truck would drop off at the closest rail station. The rail station would take it to the closest main rail station. That would load it and drop off the screws. It would get onto this train line and then go to wherever it needed to go to get drop off. But then at that point I need an unloader, an unload station here, an unload station here. Yeah, that's tough. Oof. Oh well, that's a problem for future Zach. So let's call it a night there. Yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't already, come check out the Discord. Cool stuff going on there. We have our AEW watch party tomorrow. So if you like watching wrestling and you watch AEW, you can come watch with us in Discord. We also have lots of fun stuff like game discussions, and we have other streamers. So just come check it out. We got something for everybody. But yeah, I will be back on Thursday, and we will play maybe Satisfactory and maybe Sea of Thieves. I don't know. It will depend on how I feel and if I can find anyone to play with me. So yeah, thanks for watching. I will see you guys on Thursday.